Alright. There we go. That is live. Oh, man. Okay. Here we are back again with more Hag in White. Hello, Matt. How art thou doing? I am doing well, for the most part. I think you may have seen already, but Darius has a new mug. At least one of a couple that he's going to have. And I am feeling pretty good about that. I like it a lot. And of course, I am also happy to be back here today with some more Hag in White, because we are approaching one of the couple of what I think are going to be some of the more fun chapters of the experience. Because we've got the approach to Zombie Castle, and then Zombie Castle itself. So yeah, let's get down to business with that. Chapter 9, Forbidden Shadow. I just said that game. Let's get a move on. Place is dead ahead. What can we expect, Fiad? A farce, that's what. These idiots are all bark and no bite. An army of the undead, right? Where'd they pull that crud from? What do you think, expert heretic? Sounds like anything to you? It sounds profoundly stupid. Exactly. And look at this nonsense. Old ruins, abandoned castle, dark woods, the whole 9 yards. It seems cliché, doesn't it? Like any mediocre book about life ringers and death cults. It's only missing the head honcho using magic to appear from thin air, just so he can gloat at us and leave without actually doing anything. Bingo! Ho 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 ho. What do you know? Turns out I'm the sorcerer. I can see the future.
How can you be so calm? We've just witnessed teleportation. Forbidden arts. Who are you? State your name.
I am Pelodius, the great necromancer. Are you trembling yet? You should start right about now. My powers are beyond the comprehension of feeble worms. Since you look like a very decent fellow, I'll try asking nicely first. Grab your posse of the undead or whatever and get lost. Fools, don't you know who I am? You just told us, moron. You are about to witness a power that will leave you astounded. But first, a test, if you will. Survive, and I shall reward you with my attention. Dead or alive, I shall see you on the other side. And what did I tell you? Gloated and left. I'm already looking forward to putting an arrow in his butt.
Well, I don't know, I'm actually having fun with this. It's like watching a bad play, but we're in it.
I am surrounded by... Can you not grasp the gravity of this situation? The man can teleport, a feat thought lost to time. He is not just a heretic, he is the heretic in chief.
Huh. I always thought that would have to be a pate. Say, pate, why don't you try teleporting around too? That'd be a pretty handy power to have. This charade is trying my patience. Let us apprehend the clown and be done with it. Finally, someone with a sense of urgency. The sooner we wrap up, the sooner I can get back to the Margrave. The sooner I'm back, the less risk that I'll find him dead. Can't argue with that, I guess. Shall we see what's in store for us, Kyra? To the castle it is. Be careful, everyone. The woods are rather dense here. There may be enemies waiting to ambush us amid the trees. Alright, but before we do that, it is time for the requisite check-in to the camp. I've seen it, and it looks decent. The eyes kind of look weird, but it'll work. Anyway, I'm working 4 days starting tomorrow. Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. Luckily, there are all morning to afternoon shifts, and I am not very happy about it. I mean, if it's bothersome, then I'm sorry to hear that, Matt. Alright, anyways, Let's go and talk to our resident blacksmith first. I'm thinking about what I can make for you next. You're doing enough as it is. You don't have to worry. Now that Tiresias is here, maybe something magic inclined. Then again, I don't want to distract him from his research. Please, it would hardly be a problem. I can't just spend my every waking moment researching. What better way to take a break than setting my creativity free? No, I don't want to pull you away from your secret project. Oh, yes, that. Huh? Maybe I'll try making one of those fancy weapons that can strike twice. Yeah, you'd like one of those, wouldn't you, Kyra? You can just make them? What, you thought people get them by planting seeds? Someone's gotta make them. I myself have. I never have myself, but it should be a fun challenge. Get back to me in a while. Will do. Thanks as always, Hestia. Alright. And next up on our list is Pericles and Soter.
Kyra, my fair companion, how fare you today?
Better now that we're out of the lion's den, Soter. But not as well as I'll be when this is all over.
Indeed. Alas, that goes without saying.
What were you two doing? Recounting old war stories?
He and I are the only proper holy knights in our midst, if only formally. Regardless of how it ended for both of us, it was a part of our lives. Sota sought me out, seeking to indulge in some reminiscing. I get nostalgic, Kyra. It is common at our age. Sometimes I yearn for days long past.
Foreshadowing.
I must admit that I differ.
Wait, you're not the nostalgic type, Pericles? That's a surprise. I thought it lined up with the rest of,
Do not sugarcoat it, Kyra. I know who I am. But no, I do not count wistfulness among my many flaws. Truth be told, Pericles, the undyingly loyal holy knight of an era bygone, is perhaps the person I despise most in the entire world.
Well, strong words. Grandiloquent, but strong. Is that why you've such a chip on your shoulder about the theocracy?
I mislike this topic. Could we please speak of brighter matters? Really? Where was I before our friend interrupted us? Ah yes, I was speaking of that one mission. A group of heretics was somewhere in the capital. We were tasked with reining them in. You would not believe where they attempted to hide. Pardon me, I feel a tad lightheaded. Perhaps it is what we had for supper. I will excuse myself now. Is it something I said?
I don't think his memories of the Inquisition are as fond as yours, Soter.
I would not exactly call them fond, Kyra. I did leave, after all. But yes, I must concede that I do not bear his burning hatred for my old life.
I cannot help but wonder what went down. It must have been something bad to cause such resentment. Who wronged this man?
Perhaps nobody wronged him at all. Regret takes many forms, Kyra. The work of a holy knight often calls for difficult decisions. It is why I departed. There were orders I could not abide.
So you think he did abide them, and now he...
I merely ramble, as I tend to do. I do not know him well enough.
Well, he'll have to sort out his demons on his own. We can't help him there. But we can help him with his quest to make the world a better place. There we are of identical minds, through and through.
I too shall do my part, to right the wrongs of the past.
I'm counting on you as always, Soter. Better not get distracted by memories on the field.
It upsets me that you believe there is any need to remark that.
And Soter's strength increased by 1. I like that. I like that talk. It's a nice little bit of foreshadowing for... Anyways, there's something I have talked about, Lewis. It's modern writing, and I have 2 issues with it. One, some writers seem afraid to take risks. There's really nothing wrong with using them cliches. Using too many of them makes it a fairy tale rather than an epic fantasy novel. I mean, the thing is... Yeah, I think that one of the things when it comes to writing is that... I mean, for me, I don't really care about, like... So I see all these videos on YouTube that are like, here's a bunch of writing cliches for X genre or just in general that and how to avoid them. And personally, I don't watch any of those videos because in my mind, I go with, I try to write my stories based on what I think the story needs. And, sometimes it's fine to use tropes that have been done to death before, you know, sometimes. Because, like, everyone's tolerance level for them differs. Like, there are some storytelling tropes that are, you know, pretty well worn and, you know, people are sick of them. But, you know, in some cases, like, it can be fine to use, like, a pretty tried and tested thing. Because cliches become cliches for a reason. Alright. You overhear a conversation between your allies.
Hey, wait a minute, you.
What? You? The runt's runt. The runtest runt. The head runt.
Quit calling me a runt, would you?
What do you want?
I just want you to know that your crimes are neither forgiven nor forgotten.
Oh, that it? Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Can you get out of my way now?
I just don't get it. How can you be so shameless? We broke you out of prison after you raided our village. After you put all our family's lives in danger. And you have the gall to walk around like nothing's wrong. Like we're all just good friends. Like you aren't a criminal.
Hey, I've stayed clean since you busted me out. All I've done is help you runts out as much as I could.
That's not enough. You've done so much harm.
What? Did your mama catch a boo-boo during our attack or something? Look, boy, I shouldn't have to be the one to tell you this, but the world ain't rainbows and sunshine. I've had it rough too. We all did. You think it was fun for us to be brigands, huh?
Well, yes. It sure seemed like it.
Okay, fine. We did enjoy ourselves pillaging and robbing. We had camaraderie. We had freedom. It was nice, damn it. Guilty as charged. So what? We all still would have picked honest work a million times if we could.
Oh, yeah?
We're here, ain't we? You got no idea what it's like in the northern peaks. Life in the untamed wilderness of the Pyrenees.
That's odd.
Where only rogues, mad dogs, and disgraced losers dare go. Those who did go settled as they could and built something of a life. You know what happens when people build a life? They have kids.
So you mean...
We were born there. We never knew nothing other than strife and violence. What else could we do if not be outlaws in greener lands? People like us got two choices. That or mercenary work. Real mercenary work, not the little children's play you runts put on. Work that is barely a couple steps removed from brigandry, really.
I'm sorry. It's true, you've not done anything bad since you joined us. Forgive me. I'll step out of your way now.
Listen here, Phobos, wasn't it? 'Cause I'm nicer than you give me credit for, I'll give you some free advice. I can tell you're a nice lad. You've lived your whole life with family and friends. It's made you happy, but it's also given you a short-sighted view of the world. It makes you unfairly judge people as bad or worse. It makes you ripe for the picking for the kind of bad person that plays good. We're in this together now. Stay safe out there, will ya?
That's not how I expected that to go. Huh.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I do really enjoy these base conversations. Alright, Edward, what you got for us?
What did I tell ya? Was I right or was I right? Barlow's a great dude. I knew he wouldn't let us down. Yeah, he seemed like a decent sort for a nobleman. What was all that about, though?
What was all what about?
When we first met him, you two started acting like you'd lost your minds. For a moment, I thought that was our plan down the gutter.
Oh, yeah. I guess it'd look weird, wouldn't it? It's just a thing we have. We enjoy reenacting our first meeting.
By making noises and pretending to throw punches at one another?
Oh, well, we weren't pretending back then, believe me. It was a long time ago. We were younger, dumber. Different priorities, different outlooks on life. You told us in a couple decades I'd be going to him for help. We'd have both laughed you out of the room.
Sheesh, what did you do, Redbeard?
Oh, come on, why's it got to be me that instigated the fight? He may look so wise, affable, and solemn now, but he was every bit the piece of work I was back then. I ought to tell you more another time.
Alright. So, who won the fight?
Pshaw! He was always a thinker, not a fighter.
So he's not the one who turned you into a Cyclops. Nah, I'll tell you that story some other time. But for now, I better stop myself. You don't have time to sleep through Redbeard's story time. Hey, I always have time to sleep through Redbeard's story time. These two have such a fun dynamic. Alright, Fjord and Orlaith. Hello, Fjord. So how's it hanging? It's hanging. Right. I'm making you uncomfortable, aren't I? Is it that obvious? Well, it's what I'm trying to do. I want you to be afraid of me. Just a little bit. Mind telling me why? I don't know yet what you intend to pull here. Didn't the Margrave get you up to speed before we set out? We're trying to bring the Hierophant of Tartaros to justice, and... yes, I know what you claim to be your goal. You don't trust us, do you? The Margrave has often told me of his dear friend Edward. He vouches for him, and by extension, the rest of you. That is why I cannot afford to trust you. It shocks me that he doesn't see this for the blind spot that it is. Wow, you're paranoid. If we had any ulterior motives, why not just let you die to all those assassins? It doesn't have to be all of you. If the Margrave says Edward is trustworthy, I believe him. Edward says you're trustworthy, I could believe him too. You say that cantankerous hag of yours is trustworthy? The hag isn't worried about the knight stabbing her in the back. Then there's the whole jolly cadre you've brought along. This chain of trust is far too long, with far too many links. Can you guarantee to me that none of those links will break? Okay, I do have to admit, I see your point, but none of us... Were you about to assure me that none of you could possibly be a traitor? Stopping halfway through such a sentence says more than any words ever could. There are suspicions, but if anyone's getting stabbed in the back, it's us. I doubt anyone here holds grudges against the Margrave. You doubt it, just like I doubt everything you just said. So just in case, I'm going to keep glaring at everyone. So they know my arrows will land in some very uncomfortable places, should anyone harbor any funny ideas towards my liege. You keep at it. Make no mistake, though. So far as none of you give me cause to oppose you, my bow arm will follow your say, and my arrows will find only your foe's flesh. That's something, at least. So much foreshadowing going on in this set of base conversations. Oh, hi there. You're coming with us, too? The Margrave said since we're already acquainted, I should tag along. I don't know if you really need the extra help. You're plenty strong. Well, thanks, but still, it never hurts to have more. Say, what's your name? I didn't have the chance to ask. Orlaith. Sorry about that, by the way. I don't really like talking much, to be honest. Well, that's alright. You're more amicable than Fjord, in any case. Heh. Well, Fjord wouldn't take an arrow if it meant... Well, Fjord would take an arrow if it meant someone else didn't take it. Rue the day that you make an enemy of her, though. Or the day you mildly inconvenience her. Getting chewed out by her is a rite of passage for new pyrite recruits. Yikes. Hold your yikeses. It may seem like Inferno, but you'd be surprised. The Margrave seemed convinced Wrexham doesn't need a proper knight commander, so she usually ends up acting the part, and she's actually really good to us. I never saw her refuse a sick day, ignore a plea, or mock a moment of weakness. Once you get used to her personality, she's a surprisingly nice boss. Huh, you're right, that is surprising. But enough about Fjord. Tell me more about yourself, if you want. There's not much to tell. I'm from a village near the keep. The knight once helped me find my toy when I was a kid. I wanted to become a knight so I could help people like that. Then I did, and now I'm here. The end. Ah. Boring, huh? Hey, I've got enough people with secrets and tragic tales in this army. Well, I'm just boring. Well, if anything, I find that rather refreshing. Glad to have you here, my boring friend. And I'm glad to be here. Oddly heartwarming in its own way. And then... Oops, not that. We have Eli and Feem, and I think that's gonna be it. This.
Hey, Kyra, are we going to be staying at that palace? Gosh, please say yes.
Oh, what, you mean the Margrave's keep? Liked what you saw, did you, Elias? Well, while everyone else was distracted, I may have snuck into one of the bedrooms. I was very tired, and it'll be our little secret, big guy. That's great. That's us, known for being great at keeping secrets. Fame, would you please not spread this one around? I have some restraint, boss. The secret'll stay secret. Yeah, I guess it will. Huh? What? What's that look for? Did you get caught? I'm sorry, I don't think it'll get you in trouble with the Margrave. The guy just walked in. I didn't have any time to hide or anything. But he just said, try not to oversleep, your companions will be worried. Then he smiled and closed the door. Guess it was just a servant. I preferred to be safe than sorry, so I left to go looking for you. I see. So was the bed comfortable? It was bliss. I've never laid on such a nice bed before. So that's what sets nobles apart from peasants, huh? Well, that and a lot more things, but yeah, they can afford nicer beds. Honestly, who cares about the rest? I'll take the beds alone. That was the best nap I've taken in my whole life. Wait a minute. Why are you talking about the bed's theme? I totally didn't go snooping around the Margrave's castle. It was just, I was tired too, like your brother. What, Elias is the only one who gets to sneak around? That's different. When he does it, it's endearing. When you do it, it's a crime. Please tell me you at least didn't get caught. Pshaw, I'm way better at hide and seek than him. Hey. Feme, I swear. So are we going to be staying there after this is done? Please tell me we are. It's so nice there. I'm not sure, but Margrave's struck me as a reasonable fellow. He might let you stick around if I ask him. Only me? What about you? I can't afford to take a vacation. There's so much I have to do. Aren't you tired? You've been running around and fighting so much lately. You're worried about me now? Come on, big guy. I'm always worried about you, Kyra. I'm your brother. I guess that's the lot of a sibling, huh? Always worrying. Older, younger, it doesn't matter. Worrying is what siblings do. At least the ones that get along. Our neighbor and his sister. Say, what did the guy who found you look like? Bald, but he had a big beard and these funny little glasses. Right. Why are you smiling that all of a sudden? You know him? Don't worry about it. That's a nice little twist on the end of that conversation. Alright. Now that we've got the extraneous dialogue out of the way, it's time to begin the chapter properly. This is what the team is looking like. We've got to bring Fiat along for this. Our newest member of the team. And she is quite something. Like, these are some base stats. Indeed. She comes with bow range +1, which, honestly, very happy to have that on a sniper. I've always thought that snipers really needed something like this to give them a little bit of an edge over bow cavalry. And her growth rates are 50 strength, 30 magic, 60 skill, 55 speed, 40 luck, 20 defense, 20 res, and 80 HP. So Fiat is very much a glass cannon, but she's kind of just better than Pluto in every single way. Like even his speed and skill are not as good as hers. So yeah, she's gonna be one of the bow units on my team for a good chunk of this adventure, I think. Now, as for everything else, I set my party up to be prepared for this initial wave of... Oh, this guy's got a Lance Reaver. In that case, you steel, and you have Blade, Lance Reaver, so... I think I may have to move one of my axe users over to the other side. Bah. Beonia. I think you'll have to go there. And then we've got another wave of axe users in the back. And this bunghole with the Luna, which thankfully has competent hit rate. It's not Sacred Stone's Luna with the basically no hit rate, which always good to have. And you with the Bolt Axe, which you're just going to be guarding those ruins, so it's not that big of an issue. So I think I did all my inventory management, but I just want to double check. Oh, the Hoplon Guard. That could probably go on somebody. And I think it might have to go on Orlaith, because she's the one who's the bulkiest of the bunch here. And meanwhile, Begonia, you can take this extra vulnerary. I'm not sure if I'm gonna really want the repair hammer right now, so it shall stay behind in the convoy for the time being. So game plan for start of this map is basically just going to be slowly advance forward with our lance users, whilst all the rest of our units stick behind. I don't think we're penalized for playing it a little slow at the start, so I intend to take advantage of that for at least a little bit. Fiad, you can start moving up a little quicker.
Oop. Now, my pretties, your time to play has arrived. Visitors amass at the entrance of our twisted woods, vying to see us beaten, humiliated, and evicted. Fulfill your task, mercenaries, and send them all packing.
Uh-huh. So when are you paying us? You told me last week you needed more time, and I decided to be nice. But my boys are getting antsy. I am too, for that matter.
You dare to question my grand designs? Fool! Don't you know who I am? My powers are beyond the comprehension of feeble worms.
Do you want to know who my fist is?
I told you those villagers are proving to be a brave sort. They ignored my multiple warnings of calamity striking at their doorstep.
If you'd let us go and kill a few old farts, that'd get them to spit out the coin. Just saying, that's an order we'd be all happy to follow.
Dishonorable dastard. Such barbaric tactics. What good is being a king of a kingdom of corpses? We shall call these lands and their treasures ours soon. But not like that, so sheathe that blade before I cast my hexes on you. Keep the pests away from my castle. Do not fail me, David, or you shall regret it dearly.
That's it. The charlatan's time has just run out. Listen up. Wrap this up as quick as you can, men. The moment it's over, we're taking the castle by storm. We'll kill the swindler and his little swarm of fleas, and take our payment by force. Get it done already.
I got all the portraits of the player units done, but not all the bosses are NPCs. I'm just going to use some of the portraits in the repository for some of them. I mean, use what you gotta when it comes to, portraits. I mean, if you're, because I think you mentioned that you were using splices for your mugs for the time being. And, that in itself is, a bit tricky to do. I've done it before, but I've never got, like, a working portrait with functional frames out of it. But I don't really feel like I need that. That's what we've got Le Portrait repository for, and it is a fantastic resource to take advantage of. Alright, Fiad. Chip time. And I don't need to be speeding through the battle animations, because I have the power of the skip button. So nice to have that back. It's one of the things I miss when playing Sword of Heaven and Earth. HP and Strength. Okay, we'll take that. As for whomst needs the EXP here the most? Lopez, you're not killing. Eupraxia, I'm still undecided if I'm going to bother using you long term, but I think you will be needed pretty shortly. Oh, come on, Agari. You really can't get the kill on these guys. With the fire brand, you can. Nice. Or Lath. You can stab this one guy. You will likely become quite useful going forward. So I intend to make as much use of you as I can. And Apate, come in, click the heal button, heal him up. And then Fungo can start moving forward. Kyra here. Hecate. Wolfric. And Lopez. Actually, no, I don't want to put you too far forward, because that druid will probably bop you if I do that. Ouch. Fiad may be a pre-promote, but she does not have very much in the way of defenses. Oh, and this is a big hit. Ouch. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, we need to start clearing out some of these bungholes. I don't know why I said it's a bit of a unhinged thing for me to say. Phobos, I would have very much appreciated you dodging there, but that did not happen. Oh, these idiots have Rider's Banes, it looks like. Yeah, Horse Slayers. Okay. So let's see here. I think we're pretty safe to attack these guys, actually. Especially at this distance. Fiad can honestly just shoot this guy down. And then, Wolfric, where are you? You can come in and shoot this one down. Not bad at all. And I think that once we clear out some of these guys, we'll be a little bit safer. Okay. So what we can do is put Fungo here. Oh, he just straight up kills. Do I want that though? I mean, he's definitely one of the people. I guess Agari could make use of some of that EXP as well. Eupraxia, just delete this one. Oh, Begonia doesn't. Never mind. Begonia doesn't reach, so we can't actually triangle attack with Lopez. That was what I was planning on doing. Instead, Fungo can just take that kill. Get a nice chunky EXP. Lopez. Agari, you are really not doing so hot, honestly. Yeah, your stats are pretty underwhelming right now. Kyra, meanwhile, Oh, 16 strength already. Dang. Apate, heal our Lathe up. Because that way she can go forth and not use that. Use her tome instead. That does mean that Hecate, you go over here and take this one out. Okay. Getting the kill with Lopez would give us a coin. Giving us the kill with Agari would get Agari experience. Agari, I'm going to trust that you will get a level up, a decent level up next time. Oh, Lopez reaches C rank swords. Alright. Begonia. Alright, Agari. Straightforward enough. And eat a hit from a steel lance, unfortunately, but oh well. And we have thieves coming in. Thankfully, they can't actually steal from us, because that's one thing that thieves can't do. They have poison weapons, which those are not particularly fun to deal with. Alright, Fongo. Not bad. Not bad at all. Level up. HP, strength, magic, and skill. Ooh. You already have over 40 HP at this point, my dude. That's nice, actually. Okay. Now, I think what I'm gonna do here is have Fiad, you kill this merc, because he's gonna be a bit more of an immediate threat. Does that put you in range of any of these archers? No, thankfully. Alright, Wolfric, you can shoot down the wyvern. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, Orlaith. You have 25 because of the damage. You still eat these hits pretty comfortably. Ha! You jerks are in for it now! Taste this shiny bolt axe I found in these ruins. Yeah, it tastes pretty nice. Don't think it's gonna be quite as dangerous as to us as you think it will be. Alright. Okay. We're starting to get a little bit not overwhelmed, but we've got more enemies coming in from multiple different directions, so things are about to get interesting. Okay, I am very angry because I swear to God, I have tried to get those kind of custom magic animations, those kind of magic animations working with the hand axe animation, and I swear to God, I've never been able to do it. And then I just see that happen, and it doesn't crash. And I'm like, okay, well, that means I've been doing something wrong with them this whole time. And I would like to know what it is, but I don't know what it is. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to think who needs the heal most of all out of our party. Fongo's the most busted up. I don't know if that translates to him being the one who needs the heal the most. And regardless, Wolfric, you can get rid of this thief. Get yourself a level up, and get HP, strength, magic, and speed. I like that. I like that a lot. Agari. You use the firebrand to attack this thief to get yourself a level up. Are you gonna get something good? Strength, speed, and resistance. Okay, those are stats you needed. Those are stats you needed. I am happy. Lopez, you can't kill... Well, not with a regular iron sword. Not with a Zanbato either. Joy. So Hecate, you come in and take him out. I'm impressed with your hit rates, Hecate. You're actually hitting a lot of really dodgy enemies. And then you're only getting HP on a level up. That is considerably less handy. Alright, Olathe. The axe was completely useless. I didn't even look at what your magic stat was. Unfortunate. HP, strength, and defense. More defense is always nice. I think Olathe is making a good impression as of right now. Now, as for... Fiad, you can probably... Well, you just straight up murder this guy. Let's have you go and visit the shrine. Nothing. Whoa! Flash, flash! I wonder who this could be.
Oh, traveler, I sense a righteous aura within your heart of hearts. I shall confer my blessing upon you in the form of a tool of war. Which would you have?
Okay, so we can get our pick of a special magic weapon. A Sword of Cutting Gale, which is the Kestros, which is a magic sword that deals effective damage to flyers. A Lance of Ice, an Axe of Thunder, a Bow of Dark. I think that for the time being... Ooh, actually... You know what? I think that the Kestros is going to be the play here, because I think Agari is the only one of our current physical units who has a decent magic stat.
Keep on being awesome.
Got a Kestros! Which is basically a wind sword. Magical, effective against flyers. Yep. So Agari can maybe make use of that. Alright, Kyra. Okay, thank you for dodging. That is appreciated. Meanwhile, Lopez. Finish him off. And gain a little bit of experience. Damn, just joined in bad Hecate level up? I thought Fiad wasn't pronounced Fiagi. I want Kestros. A Sagittae sword. Yes, essentially. Yeah, Hecate's initial level up there was not very good. But we've had some pretty alright level ups from the rest of our cast so far, so I think we will be just fine. I'm trying to think, because I know we have something... Okay, it looks like it's a range condition for when we start getting to a certain point on the map, is when a thing is going to happen that I've been expecting. So, Begonia, I don't think you're actually going to... Fungo, let's put you here with Hand Axe, even though I don't think it's actually going to be all that much use, because one of those archers has a longbow. I think a lot of them have longbows, actually. Yep, you have a longbow. You have a longbow as well. Joy. Oh, they all have longbows. You get a longbow. You get a longbow. Everybody gets a longbow. So says Orpra. Oop! And here he is.
Lo, Teresa. Direct your gaze eastward. See you the windmills overtaken by an ignoble host of evil?
Oh no, not again. Lord Alonso, I see no windmills. All I see is some kind of terrifying giant. We should avoid picking a fight with him, my lord.
If thine own rear was beset by rambunctious bees, Teresa, you would not see. Clearly yonder the windmills are. Seized by unholy fiends, yet not for long.
My lord, I implore you to think of our well-being for once in your life. There is a host, all right, of dangerous ruffians that'll shred us to bits. We do well to avoid them entirely while we still can, especially if your sole intention is to save some windmills that don't exist.
My dear shield-bearer, I beg thee to resist the fail of deceit. Soon shalt we find the sorcerer that casted it upon you. Then you shall see, glean all truths and falsehoods. Onwards now, glorious combat amid the mother's holy windmills.
No, Lord Alonso. Oh, what a mess. And the worst part is that now I have to follow him. Ugh. Actually, you know what? I'm sure he'll be fine. Alright. Okay, she flew over there. That's a little interesting. Let me just check. Okay, so it's Kyra talks to Alonso, and then Alonso can recruit Teresa. So yeah, Alonso. Oh, okay then. I knew he got a little bit of nerf to his stats, but he still has a decent amount of strength, all things considered, and 13 defense. Although I don't know. At this point, I think I would rather just stick with Orlaith because she actually got a okay level up starting out. Too much archers. Kyra, we have a job for you. Alonso, old man must be used. All hail Lord Alonso. Don Quixote, use him, Zane. Teresa is meh. Yeah, I mean, Teresa does the thing where like they give you your first flyer, and she kind of has extremely middling bases, but she's also the only flyer you have at this point in the game. Alonso is great though. I don't actually remember. Well, I have to double check what his growths are. First things first, but let's see here. Let me think. Orlaith, you could really use a heal right about now. I don't have one for you. Eupraxia. Okay, that's not a hit I wanted to be taking. Okay, HP, speed, and res. Alright, that's... 11s! 11s everywhere! It's like that fucking Buzz Lightyear meme. So 11 magic, 11 skill, 11 speed, and 11 res. That's funny, actually. I find that amusing. Okay, Fjord cannot attack these guys without facing consequence. Wulfric, go forth. And then Begonia, go forth. Got a couple of conks on the head. Hecate, you just straight up double. That's schmexual. Agari, you ride forth, but you're not going to be getting into combat right away. Yeah, I think I'll just have Hecate work on clearing some of these guys out. Frail Wyvern Rider, I'll pass. She joins in an Archer chapter saying, of all wyverns, she's very bad. Is Kyra a woman? Yes! Yes, she is. The start, well, I mean, I thought it mentioned that she was a girl. She was a she in her character bio, but I suppose I was wrong. But yeah, she is a woman. Okay, who has a vulnerary I can steal from to heal Fjord up? Alright, 10 more HP back. That'll help offset some of her. Phobos, go this way. And then Fongo, get this guy out. Lopez, you are not going to be killing these guys without some assistance. Kyra, you just straight up nuke them. Yeah. So, I guess we are missing out on a Lopez coin. Oh well. Alright. And then we start getting more annoying ass people. Yes, she is. She's like my friend who likes having short hair. Yep. Ares is correct. Kyra is Woman. Alright, Alonso. Oh, doubling already. I mean, what is his... Oh, Jesus! The camera's having a fit because of all the enemies spawning in. Oh, wow, he has 13 speed right off the bat. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean... Orlaith's has pretty good stats, but... Like, Alonso here? You know, he seems like he would be fun use, so... I don't know. I mean, my party is very full of people, so I am unsure. Right, Kyra, talk to him.
Aha! You there! I see you are a knight of the holiest order.
What? Okay, now I've heard everything. Me, a holy knight? Are you blind, old-timer? And wait, you look like a holy knight. Sort of. We're in the middle of nowhere in Glamorgan. What the heck's your deal?
Verily, I am a knight holiest. I commend thy guile. Clearly you are a peer, for only a peer can spot a peer. Among friends I find comfort. My axe arm exhales in relief.
What?
Without delay, we maneuver, arms held high with a knight's pride, to free the bounty of the earth conceded by the mother. The windmills tilling her soil evermore, undaunting.
Oh, mother, we have found another whack job.
What was it you said? Do pardon me, for the mother hath blessed me with great vigor and valor. Alas, she hath also posed a challenge in the form of a curse upon my ears.
Look, I don't mind fighting together, but would you at least tell me who you are?
Hark! A wound to my blazing heart, thy lip quivers. I am Sir Quijano, knight ordained in the quest of love and justice. Known across the realm, yet kindly rebuked by thyself. I shall redouble my efforts and prove my might before thee. Attack!
Well, we came to Glamorgan looking for more allies, and we found them. Let's hope the next one isn't this weird. Oh, Alonso. He is a person. He is a person indeed. Alright, what are your growth rates looking like? 35 strength, 60 magic, 15 skill. Wow, I did not think it was that low. 60 speed, 40 luck, 30 defense, 10 res, and 103 HP. You know what? I don't know. Lord Alonso must be used alongside Orlaith. 2 armors are better than 1. I mean, in this game, generals are actually pretty good. And I do actually quite like... I mean, I've seen a lot of people use Alonso on their teams, and he usually turns out pretty good, I dare say. Often ends up being one of their main carries. Alright. Fiad, please delete this person before they try and go after Teresa. Speaking of Teresa, Alonso does kind of need to go down towards her so she can join the team. Because I would like that to happen, even though I don't know how long I'm going to be using her for. I do like that these two are just a giant Don Quixote reference. As someone who was in a production of Man of La Mancha once upon a time, I greatly appreciate that, because I do really like the story of Don Quixote. Alright, Eupraxia. Not bad. Not bad at all. Orlaith, charge into battle. Or at least you would if this guy didn't have a hammer. Man has a hammer. He'll ring me in the morning. And also in the evening. All over this land. Phobos, heal yourself. Wulfric. Stab. Don't quite get level. Agari. Okay, this guy should be a relatively straightforward kill. For Lopez, give me the coins. Don't know why it didn't skip there. -1 chapter, the wyvern must be used. Okay. Alright, get Master Seal and coin. And Fungo. You just delete one of these guys. My man Fungo. He is turning into quite the beast. He's got tons of HP, tons of HP, surprisingly good hit rates for an axe user, and oh wow, this guy even had a Lance Reaver. Perfection. Couldn't have planned that out better myself. Lol, 12% hit rate. I'll get killed, but he's gonna smash the armor! Come on, Fongo. You could have dodged that. Fango Dango. Alright, level up. And he gets HP, Strength, Skill, Luck, and Defense. My man says 42 HP. I know I was all shocked, like, when he said that he had, when I saw that he had 41, but 42 just makes it even sweeter. And we have more pesky wyverns coming in. Alright, you can get owned. Fongo has Sigurd's base strength, skill, and speed, by the way. At this point, yeah. It's between him and Gim, I am having a lot of fun using axe fighters in these stream playthroughs. Only thing is that because his defense is not quite up to par with some of my tankier units, he is having to deal with some of the more annoying. He does have to heal after his encounters. Meanwhile, Alonso, you have to get over to thy squire. Wulfric, one shot for a chip EXP level up. HP, magic, speed, and something else that I didn't see. I think it was either luck or defense. But that's not bad. That's not bad. Eupraxia, I do not trust you to take too many hits from these two enemies. And they are both almost certainly going to go for you if I try. So... Pate, you are not in range to heal anybody. Fongo, pull back. You need to get out of trouble. Now... And Begonia, you come up, take this guy out. Phobos. Phobos is having to rely on steel swords for kills, which is not great, but what can you do? Mercs sometimes have a bad case of noodle arms. I mean, you look like Bjarki from Andron's Saga. Also, Wulfric is good, at least in my eyes. He's been turning out pretty well for me. Like, this is what he's looking like. And and I am very well aware that I possess a rather Viking-esque appearance, because I actually dressed up as a Viking for Halloween this year. That was a lot of fun. I went to a Halloween party that my friends were hosting. Strength, luck, defense, and res. Not bad, Lopez. But yeah, I went to a Halloween party with that Viking costume I was wearing, and I actually got picked out as the scariest costume there, although... Which was funny, because I didn't really think that was that was necessarily what I looked all that scary, but, you know. I mean, if the beard puts in work, you know, you can look damn good. HP strength. Oh, nice. Would have appreciated speed, but that was a damn good level up, Kyra. And now how I trade it so that you are not wielding the Maelstrom if you come under fire from enemies. Or Lath. What are your weapon ranks looking like? Both C's. Okay. I guess I'll equip the Flux Tome, because you most likely do not want to have a lance equipped when you face that axe fighter, and then Agari can come in for the kill. Alright. And that Sword Reaver does not work, because I do not have a sword equipped. Yes, yes, Mr. Thief. Teresa's gonna have trouble hitting you, it is true. Oh, that's an Axe Reaver. Was not expecting that. Whatever. Begonia don't care, although she had a real Binding Blade moment against that guy, but, you know, weapon triangle disadvantage. Okay. And we have more reinforcements coming in. And being a nuisance. I think I am better off trying to recruit Teresa than going after the enemy.
Teresa, a happening most prodigal.
Have you been picking even more fights while I wasn't looking? The giant wasn't enough?
Knights of the highest honor, here to assist in our undertaking. The windmills, the mother's bounty, shall now be easily set free.
Okay. So who are these knights of the highest honor, then?
Each mightier than the last, led by a dashing young lad. Name of Kyra, so I was told.
Dashing lad? Kyra sounds like a girl's name. Are you sure you aren't seeing things again, my lord?
Aye, mayhap I made a mistake in my inception. But how would you know it? You have not cleaned them.
Well, I guess I wouldn't know necessarily, but...
Oh, so be it. What matters is the standing of the knight. And in so far as standings go, hers is of truly inspiring merit. She shall have the blessing of aid of Sir Quijano, her equal. Come now, Teresa, cease your laying about. For honor, for glory, and for love our steels clashes. Forth!
So what I'm getting is he's roped up someone into taking us in. She's more slick than I gave him credit for. Yeah, I figured we've had enough of a break, right, Rouncy? Let's show these new people we're allies worth having. And that we shall, Teresa. As for you, 50 strength, 15 magic, 35 skill, 40 speed, 50 luck, 25 defense, 10 res, and 80 HP. I mean, it's mostly just her bases that are a problem, but, you know... I mean, if she grows well, then all shall be forgiven in that regard. Eupraxia. Okay. I'm gonna use the Hurricane, which, okay, I guess I'm not. That weighs me down. And Eupraxia gets HP. Oh dear. That is not promising. That is not very promising at all. Let's see. You've got a Sword Reaver, so... Or Lath. Go in. Not bad at all. Oopsie. Yeah, as you said before, also at Halloween, there was a Halloween party which lasted to 1 a.m. Also, which college did you go to? I just started high school. Well, currently, the only college that I properly finished up at, I've been to a local community college, and then I also went to a proper university, a couple years after that. And I didn't finish at the proper university because I had a bad bout of depression that basically caused me to... I didn't officially drop out, but I basically stopped going to school for a couple of years. But I'm thinking that pretty soon I want to start going back to school at the local community college, because mostly just because I've been kind of floundering around with not much to do as of late, and I really need to start applying myself to something. And I figured that studies might as well be the best thing to do in that regard. Right. You, David, you are wielding you have 4 speed and 5 luck. So that normal rock, which effectively is just the wary fighter skill in an item form, that's going to be keeping you from getting doubled into oblivion, it looks like. I think Kyra can probably use Maelstrom to clock some damage on you. Some good damage. And it's basically just cleaning up the rest of the... Well, I hope you're better now. How long has it been since you went to that university? So I got home from Bridgewater in 2018. And like ever since leaving Bridgewater, I've kind of had like depressive episodes on and off over the years. I think now I'm in a pretty stable state of mind, but I say that, but my typical routine of going to work out today didn't happen, because I've kind of screwed my week up a little bit due to some things, but, you know, it happens sometimes. Alright. Teresa. Alright, she gets the hit. I think we are more or less done with this map. Let's just get rid of this boss. Alright, Kyra, start us off with a nice dose of Maelstrom. You would take me on? If you wish to be crushed like a bug, be my guest. Alright. Get shot. Alrighty. As for who's getting the kill on him, I mean, we've got 3 candidates right here. I think Phobos is the one I want to get it the most, but I don't know. Fiod. You can chip him down. Gari, how do you do? 4 damage. No. That is not happening. The trouble with needing to double to get kills is that when you stop being able to double, it stops happening. And now we can't... Dang. You know what, Phobos? You weaken, and then Nagari can come in for the kill. Ouch. Alright, Agari. This is a Seize mission. Okay. So let's real quick have Apate heal Teresa up for just a little bit of EXP. And Agari, you can finish things off. Get owned. I'm going down for this paltry job. Oh, damn that dandy piece of... Sorry, dude. This is a Fire Emblem. It is still a Nintendo game. Alright, Agari, please get something good. HP, strength, speed, luck, and res. That is good. Alright. She has been saved from... She has been saved from the bench, methinks. Alright, seize. That's what he meant by test? I expected some kind of trap, riddle, or magical foes to fend off. That was just a regular gang of hired blades. The disreputable kind, too. I wouldn't have hired these boys if I was drowning and needed their help.
Perhaps he is saving the full extent of his powers for the true battle.
Or perhaps he is a fraud.
He can teleport, Lady Apate.
That's true. We all saw it. I remain unconvinced. Well, if he is a fraud, that'll just make our job easier. Come on, let's not give him time to pull a disappearing act. Hey, Kyra, this might sound a little weird, but could I maybe sit this one out? What, are you afraid of the big scary necromancer in his dark castle? I'm not. Okay, maybe a little. But can you blame me? I'm not exactly the strongest around here, am I? Well, it's part that, but there's also something I want to check out. Kyra, what's with the glare? Theme, say you won't go through people's stuff while they're away. Oh, come on, seriously? I know I'm a little bit nosy, but that's too much, even for me. I thought you trusted me, Kyra. I thought we were friends. That's not what I asked you to say, Theme. Look, I just want to check out a couple things. I'll probably be done before you are. I'll be waiting for you here. And you're sure you can't be more specific? It's probably nothing important. What am I going to do with you? Alright, do what you want. Yay! I get to skip the terrible castle. Pfft, chicken. Hey! Alright, see you later, scaredy pants. Oh, you're so mean. Okay. Oop, Fort Limousine. That's the third time in a row. It is so easy. So harmless, too. All this thing is good for is opening locks.
Madame Grand Inquisitor, the commander of the border guard is here to see you.
Tell him to wait a minute.
Understood.
The worst you could do with this is petty thievery. Why is this condemned as the most heinous sin of all? What have you been hiding for 400 years, Tartaros? None of this adds up. I need answers. Good evening to you, Commander.
Likewise, Your Highness.
Are you well? You seem to be in high spirits. Odd, considering your recent failure.
Well...
Mopsus faced off with those heretics, you know. Remember him? Everyone else keeps clamoring for his discharge. But I kept him around. Hang on a sec. I hear my mom knocking on the door. Alright. Back to business. But I kept him around. I knew he could be useful one day. And useful he was. He allowed me to gauge their strength.
And what was your conclusion, Grand Inquisitor?
But I am shocked you survived standing in their way. They left a trail of bodies throughout the forest. But here you are, standing tall in high spirits. Yes, so high. I must confiscate your weed at some point.
We tried to stop them. We truly did. We failed, and for that I can only apologize.
Did you? The way I hear it, they just walked right past you. You had plenty of time to send a battalion in pursuit.
My lady, with all due respect, my duties as head of the Border Watch are many. Among them, however, does not figure to provoke conflicts with Glamorgan, which is what would have happened had I sent troops into their soil.
Clearly I did not impress the importance of capturing this one heretic upon you. The Hierophant would have preferred a war than losing her, I'll have you know.
What? That is madness! Watch your mouth! Forget not who you speak to!
Be calm, Lorenzo. I appreciate a bit of backbone in my subordinates. Besides, can you deny what he says? It is only the truth.
Madness though it may be, however, those are the orders from above. Bring the hag to the capital, no matter the cost. It is for that purpose alone that we stand here today.
What would you have me do?
You? Oh, nothing too difficult. Even you will be able to pull this off. My orders are simple. Step aside. We are taking over. I'm very sorry. Your career just can't seem to stop plummeting, does it? But hey, look on the bright side. You get to return to the capital. Even if it's only to be reprimanded for your failure and relocated once more. Maybe this time you'll be sent to the frozen northern peaks. Oh my.
By your leave.
Very well. Lorenzo, where is Yurima? Right here, my lady, awaiting orders. And you'll keep awaiting them. For now, we'll just sit tight. Lorenzo, what have we heard from our friend on the other side?
The last report claimed the heretic and her cohorts were nearing Wrexham Keep.
Going straight to the keep? Weird. Surely they're not entertaining the idea of enlisting Glamorgan's help, right? They cannot be that naive. They've been proven impossibly bold thus far. We better not put anything past them. The only thing we know for sure is that they will try to return in time. Will we fall upon them when they attempt to cross the border?
That would appear to be the best course of action, and yet they won't try without being confident in their odds. However we choose to proceed, they will not be easily defeated.
I have fun doing that voice for Lorenzo. We've had our ups and downs. Just matters that we get back on our feet. Also, Edward is a bounty hunter, so you're looking at a different colored sprite of Edward, or were you? Bye-bye, archer trainee. Yep. Theme is gone, never to return. I need a drink. Nice. Drink of cold water. So we can move on. This is one of the more fun chapters in this game. I like it quite a bit from what I have seen of it. Alright. Forbidden Shadow. Anyways.
Good, good. Well done, one and all. You are victorious, and a promise is a promise. I shall now dedicate my full attention to you.
Why don't you dedicate your hands to us instead so I can put them in chains? This has gone on long enough, don't you think? Give it up or we might have to break a few bones.
Such threatening words. But can you back them up with power? I can. I have more power than each and every one of you combined. Writhe in despair and tremble in terror as I unleash upon you the armies of the damned.
Zombies!
What treachery is this?
Treachery? Sorcery! He truly can revive the dead.
Have you taken leave of your senses, Kyra? Come now.
Apate, why are you being so stubborn? Just look at them. They're rotting away, yet they're standing up. What other explanation could there be if not magic?
Explain yourself, miscreant. What have you done?
I am truly pleased to have garnered your admiration, my friends. And that's not all. I still have some mercenaries left in my employ. Mercenaries thirsty for the blood of their leaders' murderers. I shall, however, be magnanimous and grant you one final chance. Turn back and leave now, and tell the villagers to pay up their dues, lest we attack with the fury of 1,000 maelstroms.
Wait, what? You'd still insist on petty thievery? Wait, we're not done talking. Oop, and off they go.
Is there no end to this nightmare? How many more unfathomable abilities does this man possess?
Edward, you appear deep in thought. Just a hunch, but I'm thinking there's something very strange about those guys. Apart from the whole corpses standing up and threatening to fight us thing. No, actually, that's just the thing. They sure were threatening, weren't they? Standing there all menacingly while the bloke cackled at us. What are you getting at, Redbeard? All I'm saying is, let's not be too hasty, okay?
Even you speak in riddles now, sailor?
Enough already! Who told you I was ever a sailor? And besides, I really don't think what I said is that hard to understand. Too much is blanketed in a deep fog of uncertainty. Caution is imperative in such a situation. Do you not agree?
Caution, you're in mortal peril. We need to kill those things before they kill us.
Alright, that's enough bickering from all of you. The mercenaries are popping out of the woodwork too. However we choose to proceed, we have to do it fast. And we are not actually going to be killing any zombies today, my friend, but that is somewhat besides the point. Whoops. Come on. Let's talk to, well, frickin' Hestia. Hey there, Hestia.
Kyra, what's on your mind, girl?
Well, I'm just now realizing I don't know much about you.
Yeah, that's true. We did just sort of waltz into your life. What would you like to know, then? Ask away.
I guess the obvious question is why you left the theocracy. Can't imagine it was lack of money or poor work conditions. You wouldn't need to do unsavory things like the knights do, either.
Yeah, it was a really cozy job. Made tons of weapons and armor, day in, day out. Got paid a mountain of gold. Honestly, it was just Pericles. I wasn't gonna let him and his kid go off alone.
I guess you were good friends with the Gari, huh?
Well, actually, first I was friends with Pericles. We met when I was an apprentice and he was a rising star. I was a different person. We became fast friends.
I guess he wasn't the way he is now back then.
Oh no, he was in his prime. Beyond spirited, devoted to a fault. Many called him the ideal of a knight. Some even thought he might make Grand Inquisitor one day.
Yeah, that's about what I've heard and could have figured.
The next question would be what changed, wouldn't it? I'm afraid I won't speak for him. Sorry. I can tell you this, though. It was partly because of me.
How so? I'm sorry, I'm starting to pry, aren't I?
I don't mind. We're just getting to know each other better. I might tell you the whole thing some other time, but for now, suffice to say, I changed. It was a big change. Made him reconsider a few things when he found out.
That's rather vague and ominous.
But enough about me. Now it's my turn to be nosy. So, do you like boys or girls?
What kind of a first question is that? I've never really had the time, you know? I never really cared when I was growing up. And just when I was starting to get there, Mom and Dad died. Ever since, I've just taken care of Elias and protected Percote.
I see. Shame. Well, if you figure it out, I want to be the first to know, alright?
Yeah, sure. I know things that you don't. That's not quite. So then this, Tiresias. Ugh! Do forgive me, Kyra. I didn't know you were there. I apologize. I forgot. No harm done. Takes time to adapt, I know. What was it that you wished to speak with me about? I'm wondering about what you're doing. Just curiosity, that's all. You should be wary. A heretic's secrets can be quite terrifying. Oh, please. Apate's terrifying. You're a cinnamon roll. I won't argue with you there. That woman unnerves me. I have tried conversing with her, you know. I figured we might have common ground given our predispositions. I didn't need sight to tell she was glaring a hole through my skull. That's Apate, all right. Don't take it personally. You know how parents tell their kids to stop scowling, or their face will stay that way? There's the living example. Don't let her hear you say that, Kyra. She'd do the life wringing with her bare hands. I can believe that. So about that research of yours, do you mind? Not at all, though I would advise against trying to read my tomes. Not because there's anything particularly private in them. They're just not books written to be read with the eyes, you understand? Well, why don't you tell me then? Have you heard of the forbidden magics? The magic arts of the life ringers? Everyone's got some vague idea of them. If only that the theocracy says it's very bad stuff. I have been attempting to rescue the reviled arts from the clutches of time. Oh wow, no wonder you had to escape Tartaros. That's definitely not something they'd allow. You said it. Alas, curiosity doth kill the cat. On the other hand, led me to Wulfric. And now, to you. So I'd say it all turned out well. Goodness, your optimism is something else. You're just such a breath of fresh air. After Apate, it's nice to know a so-called heretic that's just a pleasant fellow. I'll take that as a compliment, but let me just say, being a heretic is not where a heretic begins and ends. I could tell from our short chats that Apate is a haunted soul. I don't know what happened to her, but she has suffered greatly. You're right, yeah. Thanks for the pearl of wisdom, Tiresias. Anytime, my friend, anytime. Some fun stuff. Overhear a conversation between your allies. I'm going. See you till later and wish me luck at work tomorrow. Alright, see you later, Matt. And I wish you luck.
It is rather rude to stare, young man. Do I have something on my face? Apart from my spectacles, naturally.
I shall assume that you have told nobody.
Of course not. What comes next? Are you going to throw me into the pond? It has been so long. I have grown so old, quite frail as well. You could easily best me. My life is yours for the taking.
Why would you jump to such an absurd conclusion?
I cannot imagine any other intentions you could have. Blackmail? No, that is asinine. I have nothing you could want.
My lady, please, it wounds me to hear you speak such words. I have no desire to see you distressed, much less harmed. I merely wish to ascertain my suspicions.
Consider them ascertained. I ask again, what comes next?
I understand now.
I see.
Pardon me, I am being impertinent. I shall take my leave now, and bother you no more. This I vow to you.
Please, there is no need. I am simply surprised. I had dreaded the moment this eventuality would come to pass. And yet, this is entirely unlike how I had anticipated it to transpire.
Much has changed, Lady Apraxia.
And yet, at the same time, so little has. But that is why we are here, is it not?
Indeed.
Apraxia gets +1 resistance. And it ruins her streak of 11s. That's unfortunate. I don't even know if I'm going to be bothering to use her too much after this. Talk to Vasiliki.
Commander, I've done it. I've managed to make a vulnerary for you. Here you go. Hope it saves a life or two.
Yay, vulnerary. Guess it's just Kairos and Hecate right now. Up next.
Well, well, blessed be this day.
What are you on about now? The mother has led me to beauty without compare. 'Tis truly a serendipitous encounter. I must thank her next we find one of her hallowed shrines. Do you want me to kick you in your hallowed shrine, preacher? What a response, threatening harm upon a pilgrim of the mother. You are quite the bold sinner, my dear friend. You don't know the half of it. My soul's rotten to the core, little choir boy. You should stay away. It would shake the foundations of your perfect, bright little world. Do not presume me so naive. I enjoy a little bit of daring darkness to go with the stunning beauty. Pfft, and you called me bold. Is there nothing in your tenets against blatantly flirting with unbelievers? Oh, against flirting in general, and I follow it, make no mistake. I'm not the type that goes around pestering any and all girls in sight. So I'm getting special treatment? Guess I should be flattered. What can I say? I like playing with fire. You're one shoddy priest, you know that? Some would say the shoddiest. I like to believe I have an unconventional approach, yet no less valid for it. Heh, well, dream on, big boy. I enjoy playing hard to get. You'll have to do a lot better than that to win me over. So cold, so cruel. Have I not piqued your interest even slightly? Very slightly. Ah, fantastic. These two are cute together. They do end up together at some point, and I am all for it, very much so. Alright.
Prithee, accept my humblest gratitude, brave peer. For you have granted me the gift of purpose. I, Sir Quijano, shall lay down my very life for your cause.
Thanks? Just play along.
By my honor and my title as a knight, I swear, thine quest shall be to the happiest of ends arrive. Victory we shall seduce, that the mother may safe keep us, and our foes condemned to the deepest pits of oblivion eternal. May our spirits be true and our hearts unyielding. Alas, I must beg for thy leave. Lethargy threatens to weaken. Ideal are these moments of torpor to train thine body and soul. Hey, to the training grounds we travel.
I'm gonna take a guess that he's always like this. What gave it away? You, on the other hand, seem decently sane. Mind if I ask exactly what is the deal with you two? My Lord Alonso, he's a noble of a territory far to the north. He used to not be like this, but his mind has been destroyed. Something terrible must have happened to him. Boredom. He was really bored. He started reading these books. He hated them. Hated them so much he set them on fire. So he started writing. First poems, then novels, and finally plays. He got really into the plays. He even started to rehearse them himself. He'd go through the whole thing as one character, then again with another. And he'd just do that for hours upon hours upon hours until now. He fancies himself a character in one of his own plays. Something to that effect, I guess. But I can assure you that he's not a bad person. He's even kind of strong. He could be of help. But you don't even know what we're up to. Well, he says he does, but I can only wonder what his idea of our quest is. If you were evil folks, he would have mugged us and left us to die in the forest. You had the numbers and the opportunity. No, you ought to be good people. Well, glad to have your vote of confidence. Teresa's the name. Just a humble sky warrior. Humble's gotta be right. You could certainly brag if you wanted. Fighters of the skies are rare. We're lucky to have you with us. Well, aren't you a charmer? Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm really friggin' awesome. Okay. Please, don't let it go to your head, please. Okay, Kyra. Let's be serious now. Do you think that necromancer guy can actually revive the dead? Apate seems to be against the whole concept. I'd consider her an authority on these matters, but it almost seems like it could be real. I don't know. At this point, anything's possible. It didn't exactly look like the pinnacle of genius, that guy. And I'd think it'd take some serious cat genius to cheat death. But who knows? Like you said, anything's possible. People just assume it can't be done. Maybe it's actually really easy. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can tell you one thing. If that clown is the one who has beaten death, life is a bad joke. Ha! I do have to agree with you there.
Hey, Kyra,
Yeah, Elias?
do you think that man could bring back our parents?
Whoa, I hadn't even considered that. I don't think you should get your hopes up, Eli.
I know, I won't, don't worry. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry.
Nah, it was a reasonable thing to say. Reasonable in this context, anyway. You really miss him, don't you? What a stupid thing to ask. Of course you do. Damn, still miss my ma, and she died 14 years ago.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to remind you.
It was just a regular peaceful death. She lived her life. Don't worry about it.
Unlike our parents.
Oh, but there's no need to talk about this topic, guys.
Actually, we never did tell you how they died, did we?
Oi, what did I just say? How's it any of my business? There's a reason I've never asked kids. Some stupid traveling merchant had one too many at the alehouse. He went to leave and whipped his horse so hard the poor thing panicked. Threw him into a trough and took off running, like his life depended on it. Our parents were walking back home. It was just a dumb accident.
It was my fault, too.
Elias, how many times must I tell you that's not true? I find that hard to believe, Eli.
I was the reason they were out that evening. They went to talk to the town's apothecary about me. If I never got sick, they wouldn't have...
Elias, this really should go without saying. But you can't blame yourself for some jerk having no restraint. Come on, a boy your age shouldn't have that kind of regrets.
I know all of that. I keep telling myself over and over.
I just feel like such a burden. Our parents died because they left the house for me. You risked your life to get me out of that prison. Don't even get me started on all Kyra's been through for my sake. Everyone's always suffering because I'm here. And for what? We all know that I'm just going to Elias.
So...
Can I be alone for just a moment, please? Oh, damn it. Damn it, what have I done? Don't you start too. It's not your fault. All this is clearly taking a toll on him. Last, I need to stop dragging him across the countryside. Probably got the right of it there. A little bit of heavy-duty shit. Alright, let's leave camp. Alright, see you later, Ares. Thanks for the well wishes. Alright, so we have the next chapter. And we have some potential units to add into our party. Let's me think here. Alonso... I don't know about Alonso. I'm really not sure about him. I mean, I like that speed stat in combination with that defense. He's actually a little bulkier than Orlaith is, but I don't know about the rest of his spaces. And he's probably not going to be making use of good magic anytime soon. Eupraxia, you're a little bit more balanced across the board, but I don't know. Alonso's got you beat in some ways. You do have better res, but then again, Hecate also has pretty good res too. So, let me think. Teresa, I am really uncertain about you too. You know what? I think I will bench Eupraxia in favor of Alonso. And then who else would go in favor of Teresa? Agari, you're actually starting to be decent now. You've got better... You've mostly got better stats than Teresa. Oh, this is tricky. Phobos, you've got lots of speed, but outside of that, you're needing steel weapons to get kills. I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll bench Phobos for now, but I don't know if that's going to be a permanent thing. Eupraxia, I think I can get away with just dumping you on the bench. As for you, Alonso, you'll take her Fire Tome. And well, I have to start selling coins first. Fungo. Am I going to need the hammer at all this chapter? I mean, there's a couple knights here. This one's got a Sigil Tome, so I can't... They both have Sigil Tomes, so I can't really... Sigil Steel Lance. Yeah, I think I might need to bring the hammer along. So we can make use of a stop hammer time. Alright, so Phobos, you give Agari your steel sword, because I don't think you're going to make much use of, I don't think she's getting as much good use out of the fire. 10 weight, 9 con. It's not that bad. Wolfric, I think you're actually going to give Fiod the... Oh, right, the Kestros. You give Fiod the longbow, because that's a lot of range for her. Do you use... You have 9 con as well. So you probably aren't going to make use of steel lances that effectively. Leith, you're good. Alonso, I need to buy you. Well, before I do that, okay, Fiend. Vasiliki, you be the selling bot. Coin, coin, coin. Sell that off. We're not quite at 6,000 gold, but that's fine. And then you can buy, let's see, your con is 13. So I think you... I mean, we only have iron axes, so we'll get one of those and an extra fire tome for you. Just so when that other one breaks, you won't be stranded without one. Teresa, your constitution is 11, which you're getting weighed down by a lot of this basic stuff. Steel Lance, Heavy Spear. Do I need the Horse Slayer at all? Because I like keeping my... we've got a couple here. A few calves here. You've got a Regan Leaf. Let's see. Yeah, I think I may have to. 11 weight. So you can use Steel Lances fine, so I don't think I'm gonna need to buy you an Iron Lance anytime soon. In the meantime, who has vulneraries that we can trade off to the rest of the cast? Alonso. Oh, actually, Teresa, you could probably use the normal rock right now. Alonso, you're pretty good on everything. So Wolfric, you take his vulnerary. Agari, you're good. Fungo. Fungo gets the hammer out. And then you take the other vulnerary. Agari. Lopez. You take an Armor Slayer. Shamshir. We'll give you one... Well, no. I don't think you need one more Iron Sword. I think everyone else is looking pretty okay. Just to make sure. Okay, yeah. No more things in the... Actually, Agari, you give Begonia the vulnerary, and then take the, not there, take the firebrand off Phobos, because I think you'll need it a little bit, at least a little bit. Alright, and I think that's a pretty good setup for the party. Alright. Now for the million-dollar question of do I really want to do this chapter now? Because I'm starting to get a little fatigued just a bit, and I don't know. We've got a lot of enemies at the start. Decisions. I mean, I think I will, just mostly because I want to get through this chapter, because it'll probably take a hot second, but I would prefer progress over not making any. Okay, now, as for deleting the enemies right off the bat, Agari can get rid of this one. First things first. You have a cleave bow. One of those weapons that I still have yet to receive one of. Alright. Well, frick. This guy gets weighed down hard, so we shall exploit that. For you, 17 damage with a basic fire tome. That's not exactly great now, is it? Meanwhile, Kyra, you and Begonia can double team this guy to get Begonia almost to another level. Alright, Lopez. Take this guy down a peg. That's not enough to kill with a tome, but Alonso can then axe him. In the meantime, over here, I would lure Corlaith to get a level here, so she shall team up with Hecate to get that. Nice. And Orlaith gets strength, skill, luck, and defense. Well, she's getting that defense growth. She's getting that nice 40% defense growth. That is always good to see. And I didn't save anything for Teresa here, so she's gonna have to go without for a turn. I'm sure she is disappointed about that, but oh well.
Damn it, what in blazes is going on in this madhouse? The boss has gone who knows where, an army's forming up at the entrance. Fight, you curs! Fight! Kick 'em all back out of here. And someone go look for the boss. We need him.
Unfortunately, your big boss man has been defeated. Alright. And you came into battle with a knight against a knight with a sword reaver, my friend. That was not particularly intelligent. These guys just have sword reavers. Gotta love it when a plan comes together, even if it is entirely accidental. You just got Wolf Rick rolled. The question now is, okay, they have Lance Reavers, so Wolfric might have to eat a hit, but Agari, she comes with an axe, so she's fine. HP, magic, and speed. She's getting a lot of magic. Like 10 magic at this point, more than I've seen her get in a lot of other playthroughs I've seen of this hack. Alright. Okay. Now then. Pate, you go heal. Oops. Pressing L too early. Heal Wolfric. Okay. You have a Lance Reaver, so... Alonso! No kills with the tome still. Oh well. Not that he needs them. And Alonso, you get HP and luck. Oh, that is not a good showing, my friend. That is not a great showing for your first level up. Begonia, what is your con? 14. So you don't get so you don't get weighed down by steel axes. Okay. I probably should be making use of them then. If you are not encumbered. Oh, Wolfric with the crit. HP, strength, speed, and defense. Damn, Wolfric. Becoming a real speed demon there. Alright, the zombies will not actually attack you if you leave them alone, and you want to leave them alone because there is a very worthwhile reward for doing so. Teresa. You have a Sword Reaver, yes. So Teresa can just come in and bop you. Kyra, you pick this guy off. we'll use this iron bow. Damn, with the crit again. My Skrunklies are a little bit miffed, it seems. Not sure at what, but hey, if it gets us more low percent crits, I shall take it. And it's not like these... Alright, Orlaith. Take the kill. Take a kill for coming in. I am just now realizing that most of my units are on the right. I don't feel like they should be. Oh. Yeah, most of them seem to have gone to the right. Oh, I made a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh, fudge. Oh, thank God. Thank you for dodging, Hecate. That could have ended really poorly. And dodging at 58% too. That's not half bad, I will say. I didn't realize those guys moved. I am a dolt. Alright, Dorky. Thank you very much. As for you, you are not effective against Mr. Wolfric over here, so... And you don't even hit, so... Pointless, 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 pointless. Okay. Let's save state. I want someone else to be on the left side. So Wolfric, I'm actually going to send you back that a ways. So that would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which I think is a good number. Alonso, you can kindly train your magic level up against this one. Thankfully, the Settled Tome does not activate. That thing is effective against mages, and that is not a thing I want to have to deal with right now. Lopez! Nice door key. And a coin, too. Fiod, you can take the door key off of him. Open sesame. And we proceed onwards. Iron Blade. I think Agari can just go up here with Iron Sword in hand and do some work, I guess. Alright, nice dodge. Dodging those kind of decent-sized hit rates is appreciated. Alright. Save. Whomst needs this kill? I think Teresa does. Okay, and she does hit. She is surprisingly accurate despite her not so great skill. HP and skill, oh boy. She is going to end up being a unit. I can just tell. Hecate, I think you can probably... These guys just have basic flux tomes. So I think it should be fine to just stick you here. And you can punch that guy, clobber that guy, and get HP, skill, luck, and res. Alright, more res. More res is nice. Kyra, up behind her. Alonso, well, I need to do some movement in order to get you into position, but... God, you go here. You can probably bait a couple people out, at the very least. Alonso, you come here and hit this guy with fire. And then... actually, maybe not. I think instead we'll have Lopez not do that. Okay, you can get to the other side, so what I can do instead is have you here, and triangular attack. Nice. Alright. And then Wolfric, you continue over to the left side. Gari. You just bring up the rear. Ouch. That's a bit of an unfortunate big hit to take, but oh well. And the Zambies don't bother. The Zambies don't bother attacking. Come on. Don't like vanilla shaman animations. I think they take, especially with the Flux Tome, they just take too long. Oh boy, here come the cavalry. Oh, I forgot about you.
That was fairly simple. These boys don't know the meaning of the word security. Oh well, that just makes my job easier. I wonder if they've managed to break in already.
And more things on their right side. Okay, do any of these guys have bows? They do not. So I think, Teresa, you can just go down here with a Horse Slayer. And yeah, you just kind of mop house. You take a decent chunk from each of them. Regardless, but that's fine. We can live with that. Well, frick. You just go and catch up with the rest with your chosen pack. Kyra, I'll put you on this tile here because I don't trust you to. I don't trust there to not be enemies coming out of it. Although I doubt they'll be doing that right away. Strength and speed. You are very close to having capped strength. If I had a nickel every time I saw you do that, it would be I would have 2 nickels, because that happened with Zappy as well. Which, you know what? Not complaining. Capped strength Kyra is a beauteous sight to behold. Okay, we have a Sigil Tome here, so Hecate is not getting put in range of that. She is instead going to have to play the Trade Vulneraries game. Game I'm not particularly fond of playing, but you know what can you do? Alright, as for this side. Alonso. Okay. Oop. We have a talk conversation.
Beatrix. Fiad. Here to help, I assume. What else? I'd rather you stayed behind. Watch over things while I'm gone. Old man's orders. He was really adamant that I came to save you. Save me, eh? Are you sure you didn't just abandon him of your own accord? To traipse about some dreary manor filled with cutthroats and worse? Ah, yes, my ideal of fun. Well, don't get in my way. You might regret it. I must say, hun, this backdrop really suits your charming personality. Maybe you should stay here after we wrap things up. Become the next Wicked Witch of the Haunted Castle. And maybe you should shut your pie hole before I put my fist in it. Don't strain yourself, Fiad. I'm not worth it. I'm nobody that matters, remember?
These two have a fun dynamic.
You two should kiss.
Okay. Begonia, you are in need of EXP, so we're just gonna have you one-shot this guy. Ayo. Always nice to see. HP, speed, and defense. Alright, we'll take it. We will take that. Alonso, your move is really, really starting to get on my nerves. Lopez, you can get a kill and a coin. Do I want to do that? Let's think here. Might as well. Committed to the bet. And Lopez gets luck and defense. Okay. We'll take it, I guess. That's for you. Another Sigil user. I wonder if Artificer's spiraled. Uses strength, deals physical damage. Beatrix. A cheery freelancing spy. Seems trustworthy enough. Artificer. Chief key knaves specialize in sabotage and subterfuge. Basically rogues, except they can use dark magic. Beatrix is kind of a weird unit because she joins here, but she dips out of your party for a couple of chapters, and by the time she rejoins, her bases are a lot more in line with what your party's going to have at that point. So her growths are 30 strength, 35 magic, 60 skill, 70 speed, 25 luck, 20 defense, 50 res, and 65 HP. Kind of a sort of a Jagan at this point of the game, but by the time she rejoins, she's honestly not that worth it, so I am probably not going to bother with her. Yeah, Zambies. Block my way. Why don't ya? And these guys are gonna go for Wulfric, because he has a bow equipped. I have... Oh, and now he's boxed in completely. That's actually kind of stupid and annoying. I would really appreciate it if that wasn't a thing, quite frankly. Oh, it is effective. I mean, at least she doesn't die. Just takes a big old hit. She's gonna take a hit and a shit. Alright, she obtains a door key that we don't really need. And meanwhile, you... can get owned. Somewhat. Alright. Moving on. Let's see. You guys are mostly lances, so Begonia can do some damage with the halberd. Methinks. So what is your looking like? You're still a long ways off from having anything decent in anima. Fiad, you can pick off the... well, not with that you can't. You can pick off the Axe Reaver one, and then Alonso can come in and not kill this one. Perhaps Fango? Yes. Just enough. Just enough for the kill. Let's use this door key up, because I don't see myself having that much use for it. You guys drop keys? You do not. Okay, so... Lopez is gonna have to do something. Lopez is gonna have to get to the other side for the chests there. Teresa. Please kindly free Wulfric from his little prison here, so that he can get out and heal himself up. Equip a lance so that he isn't dealing with counterattacks potentially. At least I hope not. Alright, Olathe. Meanwhile, you Trade your dark rank up, and get a level up in the process. HP, strength, and luck. Alright, we'll take more strength. We get a door key that... You probably don't need this steel lance right now. Hecate. 4 birds. Agari, you get Iron Axe out. And, oops, not that. Take the Hand Axe. Take the Vulnerary. Heal up. This way is Kyra. I think you should be able to. Yes, you can just about get out of danger there. And the zombies are getting in my way. Uh-oh, dealing with bows. It's no problem at all. Not when Hecate is dodging. Oh boy. We got thieves coming in. So Orlaith's gonna have to... Orlaith and Agari, I think you're the ones who are going to have to step up to deal with them. Firebrand equipped. Teresa, you can pick this prick off with the javelin. Alright, level up number 2. Is it better than last time? Strength, speed, and luck. That is undoubtedly better than last time's. Frick. Frickin' wolf frick. Let's see here. Fjord forward. Beatrix, do I want to... I don't know if I want to bother having you sponge up all the EXP over there, but I don't know, dealing with that thief might entail that you would have to do that. I don't know. I don't really see that being that much of an issue. Hecate here. Kyra, trail her. Lopez, I guess you can go up to. I don't know if you're actually going to be putting in work there, though. Alright, Agari. Nice double. And Firebrand breaks. It's a little unfortunate, but I guess it's not the worst thing ever. Alright, we clean out those enemies. And Hecate is dodging like a champ, which is much appreciated, considering that she's not gonna appreciate hits from that. Oh, come on. Well, at least that thief spawns in a place where he's deal-withable. Thanks to Alonso and his Sword Reaver. Get owned. That guy's got a Silver Lance, though. Crap. Pate. Go and heal Beatrix. And then... you don't drop your chest key. I guess I can just do this. Pick lock! Get energy ring! That is a very highly appreciated stat booster that I will enjoy making use of. Now as for this situation here, Gary, you kind of need to get rid of this guy, which I don't think you're going to be able to do. You have a compact axe, so what's your hit rate looking like? 32. Uh, 32 hit. We can risk that for the biscuit. Oh, you don't even die anyways. Never mind. And then we'll frick. I guess what you can do, well, Hecate, go on a pillar here, so that you might entice that cavalier away from Alonso. Probably not super likely, but you know, it's worth a shot, I think. All right, get wrecked. Okay, and then the rest of our characters are mostly going to be doing the catch-up game. And as usual, zombies are blocking the path, and mostly nothing else. Ouch, that's a bad hit to take, but you know what? She survived. And now there are more goons coming out of the woodworks to deal with, to try and gank us. Okay. Goliath. A diminutive man serving as the second command of the mercenaries in the employ of the necromancer. You've got a double sword. That is not a thing I really want to deal with right now. Luckily for me, I have a sword slayer. Hehe. Okay. Oh, shit. I don't have capacity to get in range of this guy with Orlaith. What we'll do instead is we'll block off the stairs so that he can't escape at least. Agree, heal up. Teresa, I don't trust you against those shamans down there. HP and speed. Oh, Wolfric gets more speed. That is always appreciated. Okay, Hecate. I want to keep you out of Mr. Swordmaster's range. Pate. Well, first things first, Beatrix, please bop this guy. One shot. Fungo, you keep the hand axe equipped just in case. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fiad. Guy right here. And then Apate, you have some people who are in need of healing. They need healing! Dank Genji memes. Alright, Goliath.
Who the devil are you? What have you done to the boss?
Nice 14% crit. That was actually a lot. Oh shit, he just got owned.
Heh, don't think you've won. As soon as the boss gets here, y'all will regret this.
Womp, womp, womp. Alright, Alonso, what we getting? HP, speed, and luck. Not exactly great, but we'll take it, I guess. We'll drop this hand axe. I don't really think you need that. Alright. And then it's just Fungo getting in. B rank axes. That's nice. Okay. Fiad. You can pick this guy off, I think. Yeah, we'll have you do that. And then Apate, you have some healing that you need to get done. Lopez, you're going to be on chest duty for a little bit. As will you, Beatrix. Fungo, here. Begonia here. I need to get rid of you. You're in range of... Alright, Lath. I think you're gonna have to... Oh, Javelin almost completely knocks this guy out. Gari... I don't have any ranged weapons for you to use. Shit. That could potentially be a little troublesome. Alright, get HP, strength, speed, and luck. That's a good level up. Kyra. With Maelstrom, you don't kill, but you can help Teresa get in range to rid us of one of these pests. Once again, Teresa's hit rate is not half bad, all things considered. As for the situation here... So, Alonso can't tank because of that Regin Leaf. Got spirals here. Oh, no, those are Fenrir tomes, jeez.
Already dealing with that, huh?
Yikes. Let's see here. I don't know. I will have to decide how I'm going to open that door in a minute, but not just yet. Ouch. It's not a great hit to be taken for Kyra. But she can retaliate and shoot him dead. Let's see here. Teresa, you may be... I may need your help with this door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can go here. Feh. Alonso, your con is 13. So you can be dropped out of danger. So I think what I'm going to do is have you unlock the door, and the ghoul runs away. Wolfric rescues, whilst Begonia take you and drop you, and then you're still in range of pesky thing, but I think you'll be fine. This thing does not have range to get in our way. And then Hecate, you can go here. Lopez, continue moving in on chests. Fiad, get in position to start shooting people. Beatrix, get over here. Agari and Orlaith, try to rejoin the main party. You probably won't, but oh well. Oh no!
But this is no end for a night, is it?
Too much damage from the Fenrir tome. Okay. So we'll have to do this a little bit differently. With you coming this a ways. Begonia will put you here instead. I think that's a better idea. And Apate can heal. Teresa, I'd like for you to kill this guy, this shaman, but I think it's better Kyra does it so that you can get towards the thick of it a little bit more. Fungo, actually, I think you... We could put you here with a hand axe, and you'll probably just completely own that Fenrir shaman. Okay. Wasn't sure if they reached across that pillar tile. And then we just do everything we did all over again, as per usual. Might as well be doing the Josh, because we're doing it all over again, so we can do it all over again. Nice 23 damage. A-rank tomes this early on is a thing. But it is nothing in the face of Handex crits. Nice job, Fungo. HP, strength, and skill. More strength. If his strength gets high enough, maybe we'll promote him early. And Hecate being the dodge machine that she is. But not doubling due to broken weapons. Right. Or Laith. Gari, Ulfric, Kyra. Teresa, we'll have you go in and take this kill. And then you're in range of the Regenleaf guy. So Hecate can trade your Horse Slayer up. I think that will do. It's basically just the Revenants at this point, so we're all set because they're not actually a threat to us. Excusez-moi. Oh, Kyra's a talk with Beatrice. A one-way talk, which, please, I really wish this hack didn't do that so often, but it unfortunately does. Test number 1 contains Dragon Shield. Nice. Yes, yes. Zombies everywhere. Alright, Teresa, good showing. And that's a level up. Level up number 3 for Teresa, and she gets HP and luck. Oh boy. So we've had 1 okay level and 2 not really great ones. Joy. Alright, blue gem. Beatrice, you get the ones on this side. Pate. Get Teresa up. And her final level, for now at least, is just HP. I've seen worse. Oops. Don't want you attacking. T up here. I'm actually not sure who I want to give the boss kill to. Alonzo could be fun, but he's been kind of underperforming. Teresa's under-leveled compared to a lot of us. We have Polonius, a magician who claims to have unlocked the secret of eternal life. He's a spell sword. Versatile master is blessed with magical attunement and extraordinary swordplay. It's ironic, he's a magic class, but he's mostly strength-focused, which is a little strange. These are not great bases, honestly, even for a pre-promote. Bargain has prices in shops, and Opportunist is plus 4 damage if foe can't counter, which he is not really able to... He's not going to be taking advantage of that. Not on my watch, at least. Yeah. We can just speed this up. Oh. We have reinforcements. And just in time, too, because some of these, some of my guys could really stand to have a little bit more EXP. What are you guys rocking? Hammer and Zanbato. Okay. Let's see here. Fjord. You just straight up delete these guys. Not exactly what I want. Teresa, you go here. That should put everyone out of attack range. Alright, Alonso, you don't go quite... Ah, shit. That was a mistake. Begonia, please, please allow me to alt for that. Oh, I didn't see those knights there. They basically just have Flux and a short spear. Thunder, I think, actually got, yeah, first critical hit rate. 20 crit now, which is not really amazing, all things considered, but it is actually quite a... That's a decent amount of crit, if nothing else. Hecate, you go down here. I think you'll be fine facing those knights. Or you'll just get swarmed by zombies. Alright, Orlaith. You don't do amazing against these guys, but you do something. And Hecate takes a bit of a big hit. Alright, and then you can finish this guy off. HP, luck, defense, and res. Not necessarily stats I want to see, but I'll take them. Alonso, delete. Level up. And he gets HP, magic, and res. More magic is somewhat appreciated. Alright. Fiad. You don't double Polonius. Deal a maximum of 14 damage. Guess I can try fishing for crits. For the other one, yeah, Kyra, just take him out. Alright, fish for a crit. Alright, Count Clowncula or whatever. Time to be in a lot of pain.
Address me properly. I am Polonius, the great necromancer. And you are nothing more than a roach, soon to be reduced to ashes by my power. I really do not have the patience for this. We've bigger things to do, so please, try to die quickly.
I do like his little custom animation there. That's cute. It's cute that he has his little, unique outfit going on. Okay, Pate, heal Kyra up. And I really wish these zombies would get the heck out of my way, so that Orlaith and Hecate could join the rest of the party, but I don't think that is going to happen. Yep. They're just gonna continue to be annoying. Alright, Fjord. Chip him down.
Which curse shall I bestow upon you? I have so many to choose from. I am the most powerful sorcerer alive.
And you're about to be a nice little pincushion, my friend. Alright, who's getting the kill? Teresa's the lowest leveled. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll try and have her. Oh, nope. Not strong enough. Begonia, you're the next in line, I think. Your hit rates are not... your hit and damage rates are not cooperating. Kyra, Maelstrom, you just delete him. Let's just have you fire one off and chip him. No boss conversation, huh? Alright. I don't remember that earthquake spell animation being quite that slow moving. Alright. Teresa, have you here, so in case you miss.
And who would you be, fair damsel? Here to join my army of darkness, perhaps? I would certainly welcome you into our dark fold. You know what they say, the more the merrier.
I could make a joke right now. I don't feel like it. Oh no, look at you. The robes, the hat, the abominations. Oh, the mustache. No, this won't do.
You dare to imply that I am not handsome? How dare you? I'm among the world's most handsome men.
I don't know about handsome, but you're the exact kind of guy that'll make my liege nervous. He's far gone enough. I can't let that happen. So, yeah. I'm going to beat you up now. Sorry.
Nice. Quite impressive. That I cannot die! Huzzah!
And he is defeat. And that's a full-on level up for Teresa. HP, strength, and speed. Okay, she's oscillating between getting dump stats and getting strength and speed. She is going to be an interesting character to use, I think. And we moved with Kyra, so no more. Paz is at max level, so nothing to do but let the turn pass. And then Kyra, you can seize the throne. Is it over? I think it's over, but this whole thing has me jumping at my own shadow. Look alive! I hear noises coming from the stairwell. Even more abominations! Raise your weapons, people! Wait, no more! We yield! Hold up. Did that thing just speak? Whoosh. Uh-ohs. Please, I beg of you, have mercy. What? You have 10 seconds to explain the meaning of this. After that, the arrows start flying again. 1. Please, this has gone far enough. I confess, the truth is, we're just actors. That's all. Say what? Actors?
Alas, the trick is revealed. Like a puppet master, I pulled the strings of this grand affair. 'Tis a most joyous occasion.
Oh, come on. What now? What? You? We killed you. I stepped over your corpse on the way to the throne.
The trickery of an experienced performer. It has been a most fantastic show, would you not agree?
No, you did not kill him. He just played dead. Played dead? Does this mean that the armies of the undead were just
roles in this glorious play, carried out by my wonderful company?
There was never any magic. Other than the regular kind, of course. But you teleported. Just another trick. No, he teleported. But why? Why do all this? What was the point? We've had trouble finding jobs. People just can't tell talent when it's sitting in front of them. So my brother came up with a totally moronic scheme, and in our desperation, we agreed to try it out. Your brother? Who's that? Wait, there's no way you and that cheap jester are...
Indeed, 'tis I, the mastermind of this incident. In order to obtain the riches that we duly deserve, I put on a grand drama of death, upturned and horrors untold. Who could possibly disobey our say under such horrible duress?
In simple words, we were trying to scare the nearby villages so we could extort them. Make a quick buck with which to rebuild our acting company's reputation.
So it was all a pathetic scam by a bunch of imbeciles. We have wasted our time, completely and utterly.
That's...
Bravo, bravo! I love it! What a way for this to turn out! I had a feeling something wasn't right, but damn, that was convincing. I don't know about your acting skills, but your makeup artist is a genius.
That would be me. Thank you kindly, good sir. If you're interested in seeing more, we can discuss our rates.
No better entertainment for a group of rowdy fighters than a fun play. Your morale would soar beyond the skies with us on your side. And now they're trying to talk us into taking them along? Bah! This just keeps getting better and better.
We're not... We have a really important mission. We can't...
Oh, why am I still talking to you losers? Let's go, everyone.
I beg you to reconsider. We could be of use to you. You've seen for yourself that my foolish little brother is a passable fighter.
Passable? I would use different words like amazing or outstanding, but...
As for myself, I take my work very seriously. I have learned a wide array of martial arts for my craft. I would put my vast abilities to your service. Any roles you see fit to have me perform, I shall. All of this free of charge. A good deal, is it not?
An awesome deal!
Free of charge, and you get to not rot in the dungeon for your crimes. Well, we haven't harmed anyone, have we? Alright, sure. Why the heck not? We do need all the allies we can get.
Yes! Your silver tongue does it again, my dear Ophelia.
Shut your trap, Polonius. Oh, this is amazing. Barlow's not gonna believe me when I tell him. Say, Pericles, Fiat, is something wrong?
Yikes, those are some terrifying gazes. Such fury. Are you too interested in some work? You'd play fine villains. Idiot, they're not acting. Run!
And they join us. Oh, and now for one of the big twists.
What? Theme! Theme, talk to me! Theme!
Kyra, I don't think she can.
All the blood. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Apate. Where's Apate? Do something!
That girl is long dead. There is nothing I can do.
What? When did this? We were barely gone for a couple of hours. What happened? How did this?
We had nothing to do with this. I swear on my life we were all... Of course you didn't. Your bunch were all in the castle. We made sure the coast was clear before we went in. There shouldn't have been a soul around here. Our troops. Any of them would have had plentiful opportunities to do this. Before the battle started, while we were regrouping. Or after it, when everyone was scattered throughout the castle. One of ours, the same one who has been giving information to the Inquisition. She said she just wanted to check something out. I made fun of her for being a chicken.
Damn it! I was relieved. I thought she'd be safer here. Who could have done this? Why would anyone do this?
I told you before, Kyra. This is how the Inquisition operates. No doubt she made someone feel threatened. What she deserved matters not. Her life was forfeit from that moment on.
Threatened? Who could have felt threatened by her? She was just a foolish, meddlesome girl.
Look at her hand. She's clutching something. Looks like a piece of paper, all torn up. Not there when she... That's it. That's all I can make out. No doubt her killer removed the note from her hand, without realizing they left a piece within her clenched fist. How unfortunate. Those 4 words tell us nothing. It's from her diary. She was keeping notes. That's why she was killed. Kyra, Edward, I'll never forgive them. Never. I'm so sorry, Theme. sadness. And now it's time for more bad news. At least we did the job. We have some good news for the Margrave. Tell me in truth, Kyra. Do you believe this deed will be enough to garner the recognition we need? I really doubt it. We'll probably need to run another errand or 3. Then maybe. I'm just glad it's over. I was worried sick. But it looks like everything's quiet. No signs of violence. What could possibly have happened back here? It's only been a couple of days.
Dame Fiat, you have returned at last. Oh, it's awful.
What?
Oh, it's awful. Awful, I tell you.
What? What is it? What's happened while we were away?
Margrave Barlow. He has been kidnapped.
Are you kidding me? Alright, and that's chapter 10. Oof. Took a bit longer than I was expecting to. I don't know. I may have made a mistake in trying to do 2 chapters at once. Because this is the point where between the camps and everything else, the chapters are going to start taking longer and longer to get through. Oh man, I'm tired. I think that's where we're going to call the stream for now. So, thank you to whomsoever was tuned in for this. I'll be back next week at a certain time. I don't know when, but I will be back.